Morning, it's Friday morning and I had such a busy day yesterday. Oh my goodness. It was a day off yesterday. I didn't do any singing teaching, but in terms of day off it really wasn't. I had to wait for a delivery and the delivery was late. It didn't come till 3, so in the morning I did just basic admins and bits and bobs. When the delivery had arrived, I went to the shop with the delivery and a clothing rail. It took me an hour to put the clothing rail together. Then I had to organise what I needed to take to the markets and what I didn't need to take to the markets. So I had to rearrange the whole shop pretty much in terms of what was on the shelves, putting the market stuff in boxes, displaying the other stuff, put all the bags out, split the bags into 2, so it took quite some time. I then finished off by getting the new stuff out and pricing up the new stuff and separated that into boxes and on the shelves. But something happened yesterday that just affected me and it just threw me off. But I'm strong, you know, I'm going to keep going. I went to Poundland yesterday. There's a new Poundland that used to be Pound Stretcher, and I needed some baskets for my crystal lives because at the moment I'm just kind of piling up all the stuff and then putting the names on and then organising them, and it'd be much easier like the wholesalers that I work with who have baskets for each customer and they put the crystals in. So I thought I'll go Poundland, it's brand new, we'll see what it's like. I'll go and get a washing up bowl and I'll go and get these baskets. Anyway, as I pulled up, I saw my brother's ex-wife's mum and dad in the car park. That was a little bit of a trigger. And then I was fine in the shop, literally fine in the shop until I reached a certain point, got near the back of the shop, and then this wave of energy just hit me, and I wasn't even thinking about it at that moment. I was just thinking, where's the baskets? Let me find stuff. I don't know the layout. Oh, they've got clothes. Oh, they've got food. This is quite good. You know, all that. And this just wave of energy just hit me. And it proper triggered me, and it just like was out of the, I don't know how to explain it. It was like a truck. It hit me. And I realised, don't cry, don't cry. I realised at that moment, that was the shop that I realised that Ellie had passed. There's a B&M and there's a Pound Stretcher, and the morning that I found out she'd passed, I went to the B&M to just get a few bits and pieces, and I went into the Pound Stretcher, and it was the Pound Stretcher, which is now Poundland, that this happened. And I knew, you know me and my knowings, psychic and all that. I've had knowings my entire life. I knew at that point that she'd gone. And it just brought it all back again. And I left the shop, managed to leave the shop, everything was okay. But as I was driving home and as I got home, that was it. I crumbled for a while. Luckily Simon was at home, so he gave me lots of cuddles. But it just floored me. It just completely floored me. And you don't realise you still have these things, these triggers. Oh God. It's almost like an ADHD, and it's like, why what ADHD? Like a I don't know what you call it. PTSD, where a place or something triggers you, but this wasn't the place that triggered me, I don't think. It was this energy, this place, this spot. Like, I talk about residual energy, and psychics do, and paranormal investigators do, residual energy that's left from a trauma. And I honest to God think that's what it was. Because I could have coped with the shop. But as soon as I hit this particular area, that was it. It just got me. It just took over me. This energy just... just completely threw me. Oh, and there was flashbacks and stuff. It was like all I could visualize was where I found her and where the phone was that I was trying to ring her on, that had just been ringing and ringing. Oh dear. Poundland, would you believe it? Not even somewhere like exotic, like a castle or, you know, something cool. No, just a Poundland that used to be a pound stretcher. Oh my god. So that wiped me out for a while. So I then waited for the delivery and then went to the shop and carried on and just did my best. And as I kind of sorted the shop out and it was looking better and I was sort of getting everything together for the markets and charging my new iZettle box and all that stuff, I felt a bit better, but it's still got me today. It's still there. I was just watching A&E, emergency A&E, because it's 6:45 in the morning. I got up at 6. Alfie woke me up because that's when his daddy goes out. So then he comes to get me. And there was a little boy on the TV who had been playing and a fence had fallen and injured his nose and was bleeding from his ears and he was only little, and that set me off again. Isn't it funny how you can't watch certain things now? I can't watch anything on TV now that involves epilepsy or fits of anything like that. I can't bear it. I just have to turn it off. You know, if there's a film and that's the subject, or if, you know, anything like that, I can't. I think the worst one that I have, which is really deep and really like traumatic, but I think it's probably worth talking about so other people kind of understand, which I'm sure is PTSD. Oh, that's my alarm waking me up. I'm up, I'm here. There we go, it's telling me to get up at 7 o'clock. Which I'm sure is PTSD, and I don't really know what PTSD is, but I just know that it's trauma that triggers you. It's is if people make noises in their sleep. Snoring or heavy breathing, that's fine. But I don't want to say it, but certain noises. Certain noises, I panic. And it's happened just twice. Both times with Simon. He doesn't know, I didn't tell him. Where he's asleep and he just makes like a noise. It's a particular noise. Anyone with families or anyone who has epilepsy will know what the noise is. It's like a sudden intake of breath. And it triggers me and it kills me. Oh, Alfie wants tennis balls. Oh my god. So maybe I should get some kind of help with that. I don't know. But it only kind of comes to the surface every so often and I'm dealing with it. It's just a trigger, you know, this new thing that everyone says is a trigger. Now I understand what triggers are. I'm going to see what he's after. Oh. He wants tennis balls. For some reason, Simon thought it would be a great idea to buy lots of tennis balls because Alfie loves them. Ignore the state of the kitchen. It's early morning, I've not washed up. He loves a tennis ball. You want a tennis ball? He's like, give me the ball. Get the ball. There you go. You got it. We're going to go play with the ball. Anyway. If anybody can relate to this, I'm just sending love and strength if I've got any left right this moment. Counselling should be good, I think. Get counselling. I haven't had any in terms of the PTSD potential, whatever it is. It's too hard. But I've got to stay strong because she wouldn't want it. She'd be like, Mum, get a grip. You're going to be around for a lot longer yet. It's not your time. I'm all right now, Mum. That's what she'd say. Oh, God. Anyway, I'm going to go finish my cup of tea. Then I have to go and pick up a delivery. Don't get me started on the delivery. You know that delivery that took 2.5 weeks and was really late? This is another one from them. This time they've used a different company. They've used UPS. I've had no card to say that they've tried to deliver it. It's been in the UK for 4 days. I didn't know till last night. It's been delivered to some local newsagents. I'm like, what? Why was no one... Normally I get a text to say it's in the country, go collect it, or it's been delivered on this date. But this is rare that I have to go and collect it. It's like always delivered. I don't get it. So now I have to go to a new newsagent on my way to Wakefield, because it's market day, to go and pick up a delivery. Why has it gone to their shop? I've no idea. And it should, well, last time it took 2.5 weeks. This means it only took 5 days from payment for it to arrive in the UK. And I didn't know it was here. The things us shop owners and stall owners have to deal with. He's having a good sniff now. Do you know what he had for breakfast? Steak. Alfie's proper tret. He won't eat anything. He's like Tinky. They don't eat the cockapoos. You can't get him to eat anything. He only eats chicken, steak, obviously some certain treats. Cheese. He adores cheese. I'm trying him with apple today. Apparently dogs can have apple, and I had an apple left over, so I've cut it up into pieces and just given him a few bits. So far he's not interested. He's the pickiest dog ever. Anyway, I've got to pull myself together now. I'm going to go and help people, hopefully. And it's going to be different because I've got to set up the market stall, and normally I know exactly what I have in the boxes and how to set it up. This time it's a bit like, I know what I've got, but I don't really know how I'm going to set it up yet. So I'll figure that out when I get there. I got it! I need to know now, will you love me again? I think it's not just me that sings no now. I'm sure you guys do as well. So, a bit of a change round. It's very windy, so I've had to change things around. Let me show you. So I've had to put this extra side on over here, so I'm all in now. And this is the layout since half of it's at the shop. I think I've done impressively well. And then the bags are up there. So yeah, it's really windy today, so I've had to like hem myself in. I've just opened the delivery and my goodness, the crystals in there are absolutely gorgeous. So I've chosen which ones I'm going to put in the shop, and I've put a few of them out on the market stall because I've got sort of extras. But it's quiet today. It's about 11:30 and I've only had 2 sales. Apparently it was quiet yesterday as well. I think it's because payday was last week, so now we're like the next week where people have paid all the bills and they haven't got as much. You know what I mean? Oh, and I'm having to listen to a guy singing so out of tune. Oh my goodness. We just had Pretty Woman. His pitching is dreadful. Tired now. It's about 2:15. I only had 4 hours sleep last night. I couldn't get to sleep. could have just been napping because it's been so quiet. There's been so many people going past, but no one's interested today. I haven't even done 50 quid yet, so might be calling it a day early because I'm just kind of getting a bit fed up now. Liz is back finally from the cruise. Where have you been?
Hello.
Let me show you what she's brought us back. Look at that! A proper piece of amethyst. That's awesome. Apparently it's for both of us, but I think it's just for me, really, because Alfie's licking it. No, don't lick it. Oh, good morning. It's Saturday morning. It's about 9:15. Liz is back. She's at the store right now, setting up. Last night we watched The Never Ending Story, and also 4 episodes of Ghosts. So we set up. I'm just walking back to the store. So me and Liz are all set up. It's a bit dreary today. At least it's not raining though. We're in Ponty. So far I've sold some incense and some amethyst beads. The amethyst beads sell as quick as I get them in, so I need to order more of them. Amethyst is the most popular crystal that I have. Second to that is rose quartz. So yeah, I've just been putting some stuff in my order list. Basically I have some suppliers that I use, and then I put them in the basket of the things that I need. Then I take out what I don't really need when it comes to paying for it. You know what I mean? But it's weird now. I'm having to change the way I do things. I'm like, right, so these will be for the shop, these will be for the market. So I've got like 2 different audiences now to learn about. I know what works on the markets, don't really know what works in the shops. I'm having everything in the shop, but certain things for the markets. So it's interesting though. Just been ordering more gemstone trees because I've currently got 2 left, multi and amethyst. So I'm going to have some really beautiful ones at the shop, and then the standard ones for the markets, I think. Essentially, to get the really good stuff you need to go to the shop, because I won't be taking the best stuff around with me on the markets. Purely like for breakages, really. Well, we're packing up early again. Yesterday was rubbish, today's also rubbish. We ain't the same as yesterday, which covers lunches and petrols essentially. But I guess we get them like this now and again. But I get to go home earlier, I suppose, and I can unwrap the crystals. Are at home waiting for me. Yay! Well, it's 9:45, Simon's asleep. We watched the last 2 episodes of Ghost. It was awesome. I really liked it. I've put all of 1 crystal order onto my website tonight, so that's pendants, pendulums, mini butterflies and some other bits, key rings. I've still yet to do the big crystal order that I got in the other morning. I've taken all the pictures, but I haven't got it all on the website yet because I want to make sure of the prices, because some of these are very special, so I want to make sure that it's right. And I've got the sizes of the towers because we've got some really big ones. I have loaded all of the footage from the vlog so far onto my computer, but now it's 10:10, nearly 10:10, and I think it's time to stop. I haven't even had time to look at my new gadget, my Boya wireless microphone system that goes in my iPhone for my Crystal Lives. But yeah, I'm going to sign off. I think I best get some sleep. I did fall asleep on the sofa earlier after we had tea. Simon made us fish and rice, and I fell asleep on the sofa for an hour, and then I thought, hang on, I'm not achieving enough. So I did some putting stuff on, then went back downstairs, watched Ghost, came back up again, and I've added some more. But I need a break now. I've still got a good chunk of awesome crystals to put on, and I mean really awesome. The stuff I've put on tonight's general good stuff, including lots of gemstone trees. But the stuff I'm adding that came from India, there's some beautiful crystals, some rare crystals as well. So I'll get those on over the next couple of days. Tomorrow in them in the shop, and we just have to finish ready for Monday. So I'm going to put out as much as I can. I've run out of price labels, so I'm going to have to find some stickers from somewhere. They're supposed to arrive, they didn't. And just get ready for Monday. And then Monday I'll just potter around the shop making sure that if there's anything I've missed, prices and stuff like that. Check the website. I've got some photos I need to take. that the stuff's on the website that I'm not happy with the pictures, so I need some new pictures for those. It just seems all go. But I think once the first part of the week is over, you know, sort of Wednesday, my day off, I'll be able to relax a little bit. I'll have processed some more orders, because I've got another order coming in on Tuesday. I'll have processed all those, and then I can just sort of get into the flow of things at the shop. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed, but don't go. I'll be back in the morning. So it's 4:30. I should really have started vlogging before this, but I've been super busy. I went to the second-hand shops this morning with Simon and we found a few things perfect for the shop, so we got those. We then came back, got Alfie, got all the stuff, went to the shop, and we spent the rest of the time, me, Liz and Simon, finishing the shop as much as we could, adding an extra shelf, Liz and me doing all the pricing and the tickets and the window display. I've still got some crystals still to put online, but they'll have to wait. I'll do them, I'll try and finish them today. And there's still stuff I'm not happy with at the shop. There's not enough stock, but I can't get any more physical stock until Tuesday and Wednesday, so it'll all come in at those points, and then I'll go nuts and start pricing them up and put them on and stuff. But I need to slow down now because I'm getting a bit fed up and stressed with myself. So we've come back, we're going to have the Chinese at 5 o'clock like we do, and then I'll finish putting the crystals on the website, then everything that I want to be on will be on. And then okay, so I've got a couple of orders to finish sorting, which I'll wrap tonight, ready for postage. Oh God, what else? I've got to check if I'm supposed to be teaching singing tomorrow night. I need to figure that out as well. So the shop will be open tomorrow, 10 till 4:30. I haven't organised lunch yet, but as there is next door, but then I'm going to have Alfie, so do I leave Alfie? So many things to think about. It's just melted my brain a little bit. So, Chinese food next. It's now 6:30. I've had my Chinese food. I'm really stressed. I don't need to be really stressed, I just am. That's Alfie drinking a cold tea in the background. Liz has gone to go and pick up some stools for me because we managed to find some stools. Because the chairs that I've got, they just disappeared behind the till area. So I need some taller ones, and I feel guilty that she's going to get them and I'm not doing it. But I'm doing the vlog, so I need to edit this. Oh, and I've still got so much to do. I just needed to pause and drink tea. Don't need to be stressed. It's not that stressful. Okay, so I'm going to sign off now. Opening day is tomorrow. I will still be vlogging, so don't worry, I'll still be vlogging. And yeah, I think that's it for this vlog. I will see you on Wednesday in the next vlog, and you'll be able to see how things are going. Bye, loves.